Hello there everyone, how are you doing? This is Stefan and welcome to another Wander with Stefan episode. I am currently walking towards Saint Ives. I'm quite far down in England now. Today is Saturday the 7th of January, which means it's my second day as a 20-year-old. And I've been staying just last night in a place called Elton. I walked there from another place called Crowland, and that was a beautiful wee town. I really enjoyed staying there. I stayed with a guy called Steve from couchsurfing. He was a wonderful guy. He's got a lot of experience with couchsurfing, so I felt like he has like over 137 references or so. So I felt like I was immediately well looked after, and he knew exactly how to make you feel at home, which he certainly did do. So, that was a lovely wee moment of my journey so far, and I'll certainly return back to Elton. It's about 9 miles west of Peterborough, just down the way. Oh, and look, there's a cyclist. Someone who might hear me. How you doing? At least he nodded, huh? But yeah, I stayed there, and it was a beautiful wee town. I was there at night time. First of all, it was kind of dusk, twilight, so I didn't get to see too much. But then we took a walk after Steve made me an incredible meal. It was lovely. He's a hell of a chef, so put it there, Steve, thank you. But yeah, he made me an incredible meal, and we headed off down to the local pub there's a few local pubs, but the one that he prefers to go to called the Crown Inn, and it was fantastic. And I met someone in there from Fort William, so I had one of their local ales. It was literally the Crown Inn bitter, and it was lovely. 3.6%, so it wasn't too much, but it was lovely and sweet, and even though it's a bitter, I really enjoyed it, Say hello. Cyclists don't say hi as much as I've seen with walkers. It's interesting. Is there like a division? Because one's on wheels and one isn't, and even though we're in the same space because you're not cocooned inside a car or whatever, I don't know. But also in the beginning of Elton, there was a inn or a pub. Apparently it wasn't very good, which is the only problem about it, but it was called the Loch Fyne, which is friggin' that's where I live. Loch Fyne is the loch just outside Minnard, my hometown. So it was very interesting to see the same sentence, the wee phrase Loch Fyne so far down, Just wonderful. I kind of wished I'd gone in anyway. I'll be back, but just to see what the history of it is and why it's called Loch Fyne. But I really enjoyed my stay there. And the guy from Fort William, it was fantastic to meet someone with some proper Scottish knowledge and a Scottish accent as well, just before I'm leaving the UK. I wonder, I might meet someone that's Scottish out in the vast lands of Europe, but I love you English as well, and the Welsh and the Northern Irish and the Irish, so don't worry. But I truly enjoyed my stay there. And just before that, I was staying in Peterborough with a lovely lady named Susan, and she put me up for 2 nights in her home in Peterborough, and I had a fantastic time there. And I actually spent my birthday with her, and I bought some cake, and we came back to her house, and she even got me candles that said happy birthday. So with that, I'll just wait here. With that, I made a wee video just to say pretty much to show my mum that I wasn't having an awful birthday, and so I was blowing out the candles on the cakes. So it was fantastic. I'm just gonna keep walking on the road, dude. See, it takes seconds from a driver's journey just to stop. So, and for me to go on the verge, it's like I get mucky feet, and I might step in a ditch and then have wet feet, and it's kind of a nuisance for me to jump right up. So I've done it many times, and of course when there's trucks and stuff you have to, but it doesn't matter, as long as I'm tucked in as far as I can be, I think it's okay. But I did enjoy my birthday, so that was wonderful, and thank you very much, Susan, for being part of that. And I went into the Peterborough Cathedral, and that was tremendous. I really did enjoy that. It was for free. And don't tell the staff there, but you get it's £3 to take pictures, but I just went around the back and was taking some cheeky ones. But you're going to do that, and there's a really funny it's meant to be all serious and Christian and religious, but there's a stained glass window at the back, and it's a guy, I don't know very much about Christianity, but it's a guy that's got his fist held against his chest, and he's looking up, and he's like, "Yo, G, what's happening, man?" And he's like, "Oh yeah," it looked really funny. So I took a photo of that just so I can show some people that will find that kind of humour funny, like my little brother and you, and So yeah, well, fantastic. Thank you. I think I'll wrap up today's video right here. I'm coming into a place called Great Raveley. Today's actually a short day to Saint Ives. It's only about 15 or 20 kilometres, which means 3 or 4 hours. So yeah, I'll end today's video right here. I will give you a panorama. Oh, maybe not on the middle of the road, but I'll give you a panorama. It's very flat still around here. This is all reclaimed land from the sea. The Dutch actually came over here. They were commissioned by England. I don't know quite how. I don't know the exact specifics, but I'm learning as I'm going. I should just research it myself. But yeah, it's all been built by the Dutch. They were commissioned to come over and make England bigger, really. So this is South Holland, or New Holland, or whatever. But yeah, right on. Well, thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Explore your wonder. Goodbye! do 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 do.